Despite not being a proper M car, the M135i has become something of a cult classic among the automotive community. First released in 2012, it's one of those machines that doesn't look particularly exciting on paper but offers a truly special driving experience. It is, without doubt, one of our favorite hot hatches. So why, you might ask, has BMW gone to the effort of replacing the M135i with the new M140i? After all, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, it turns out that BMW is well aware of this idiom and has embraced it, choosing to update the current car rather than overhaul it. The badging has been altered to bring the M140i in line with the M240i and 440i coupe siblings, and the sonorous 3.0-liter engine has been replaced with an even more powerful 335 bhp 6-cylinder motor, up 14 bhp. No downsizing here, thank you very much. Producing the same 369 pounds-foot as the BMW M2, the M140i promises to be quick in a straight line, but you can't help wondering if BMW should have considered updating the chassis, too. Only minor tweaks have been made to the damping. Especially when you consider that the Ford Focus RS, Honda Civic Type R and Leon Cooper at 290 have all moved the hot hatch game on considerably in recent years. Unsurprisingly, with its 6-cylinder turbocharged engine producing the same power and torque as the iconic 1M coupe, the M140i is properly quick in a straight line. If you can get it hooked up, made all the more difficult thanks to the absence of a proper limited slip differential, the hatch can complete the run from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.6 seconds, a considerable 0.3 seconds quicker than the model it replaces. However, despite this remarkable turn of speed, it's the engine's flexibility that's most impressive in the real world. Unlike the Focus RS or Civic Type R, you can barely detect the signs of forced induction, with the 6-cylinder motor responding almost instantaneously at any revs. We came to love this linearity in the M135i because it allowed the BMW to play two very different roles, like a GT cruiser and M-car screamer. This characteristic has not only been retained but also accentuated in the M140i. Our test car came fitted with BMW's ZF automatic gearbox, and although there's no doubt that the manual gives an extra level of interaction, we simply can't fault the 8-speed unit. It's quick and responsive, and the ratios are well spaced to make full use of the motor's broad power band. The gearbox is also now capable of making multiple downshifts in one go, giving even greater control. Dynamically, the M140i feels almost identical to last year's M135i, but that's no bad thing. Compared with its firmer competition, it feels unique, thanks to a chassis that makes the most of its rear-wheel drive layout. The front axle is super responsive and gives the BMW impressive turn-in speed. There is a little mid-corner lean, but once the body settles you can lean on the car's innate traction to fire it out of bends. There are limitations though. On really rough roads there's a point where the suspension finally cries enough and fails to react to multiple inputs. Mid-corner this can cause the car to feel unsettled and loose, and combined with the lack of a limited slip diff and its overly light variable ratio steering, a Mercedes A45 AMG or Volkswagen Golf R would leave the BMW for dust on a bumpy rural road. That said, the must-have optional adaptive dampers give a surprisingly forgiving ride on all but the most broken surfaces. Even in sport mode, the M140i feels comfortable enough around town, shrugging off smaller imperfections with relative impunity. As a day-to-day proposition, it's in a different league of comfort and refinement compared with the Focus and Civic. Despite not being as sharp as the latest crop of hot hatches, the M140i still has the ability to put a huge smile on your face. No, it's not as tied down as a Focus RS, and no, it doesn't have the point-to-point pace of Golf R or the outright grip of a Leon Cupra. But on the right road none of that matters. With its inherent rear drive balance, smooth 6-cylinder motor and beautifully judged 8-speed gearbox, guiding the M140i down your favorite B road is a rewarding experience. And even though it's not exactly cheap, Coming in at 31,875 pounds, it still feels like a genuine giant killer.